Welcome everybody, I'm 6am Comics, and this is reviewing my 9-year-old's comics, except we're again reviewing my 6-year-old's comic because, as promised last week, we are going to be reviewing part 2 of Apple Pie Man and the Turkey Snatcher. I apologize, I am wildly unprepared. I've just been in a food coma since Thanksgiving, and I almost forgot to do this video altogether, so let's just read this nonsense. After the completion of Apple Pie Man and the Turkey Snatcher Part 1, I'd promised Levi that we'd reconvene the following evening and create a Part 2. Little did I know that he'd be dead smack in the middle of a sugar rush and determined to annihilate whatever shred of sanity I had left within my tired and weary brain by making me draw the most outrageous, well, I guess the best word to describe it would be nonsense, that I've ever been forced to put to paper in my entire life. And I've drawn some weird stuff. If you're hoping for a cohesive conclusion to last week's plot, brace yourself. Again, I had zero creative input. I drew what I was told to draw, and I take no responsibility. We begin where we left off. Apple Pie Man stands before the very large and intimidating Turkey Snatcher, who greets our hero with the wave of his hand. Terrified, Apple Pie Man mutters, "Oh no," before succumbing to his ultimate phobia of one of nature's most delicious birds. He screams, "A giant turkey!" Overcome with fear, all he can do is stand there as the massive villain leaps into the air and comes crashing down upon our protagonist with a mighty slam. Crushed, Apple Pie Man lay on the ground like fresh roadkill as the Turkey Snatcher backs away. He's alright though. Enjoying the normal? Because guess what? The Turkey Snatcher isn't a man in a costume at all. He's a robot. He shreds away his disguise to reveal his true robotic form. Disturbed, Apple Pie Man shouts, "Put your clothes back on!" and quickly drops a deuce and flies off into his apple pie portal. But where is he taking off to? Well, obviously he's decided to make a trip to King Poopy's palace. Because of course we needed a giant turd in a crown resting upon what I can only assume is a porcelain throne. Angered by Apple Pie Man's unannounced entrance, King Poopy shouts, "Intruder alert!" However, offended by the technically accurate accusation, Apple Pie Man retorts, "I am not an intruder!" The words barely escape his mouth before he's knocked unconscious by a mysterious fist. Pow! As our hero lay on the ground, KO'd, his little stick butt pointing at the sky, we see the assailant in question.
Baby Poopy knock you out!
Look at that little turd. Adorable. Our young excremental prince stares at Apple Pie Man's rumbling bottom, amused, almost as if it reminds him of home. However, his amusement is quickly squelched as he discovers the source of the rumblings. A fire toot. A fire toot. Apple Pie Man's ultimate defense mechanism. The flames of this mighty burst of flatulence incinerate the young prince's head. Gosh, I can only imagine the smell in that room right now. King Poopy stares, bewildered by the disturbing remains of his son. The royal turd mutters a gurgled, "Blah." We cut back to the Turkey Snatcher, who seemingly has discovered a taste for something more appealing than turkeys. Ice cream. He exclaims,
"Ice cream good as turkey. Love ice cream."
Consumed by his love for the cold, sugary treat, he slams the cone into his face, covering it entirely, and like a cartoon from the 50s, proceeds to lick the dairy dessert off of his face with a giant slurping tongue. But what's this? He licked his eyes off! Ah, there they are. The end. Sweet Moses. Again, interruptions by Marky Roo. That's me. I'm sorry. And there you go. I apologize for the insanity you were just subjected to. In any case, it's late. I can't promise I'll be more prepared next week, but thanks for watching. Like it, sub it, share it, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.